So the FIRST rating, that stands for Financial Integrity Rating System of Texas. The FIRST rating has been in place since 2002, and you can go to the TEA's website to pull the full history of Livonia ISD's FIRST ratings. It was put in place in order to hold Texas public schools accountable for the quality of financial management, to ensure that they improve upon financial management practices, and to better manage resources to provide maximum allocation possible for direct instructional purposes. This is historical, 10-year historical information for Livonia ISD's FIRST rating. One of the reasons I wanted to show this to you is because you'll notice that the number of indicators has evolved over time. And as I mentioned, going back to 2002-2003, you can pull that history from the TEA's website. You'll notice that the rating, as it was called, differs. And in one year, it was actually strictly a pass-fail, and it looks like we got a really low score that year, but we didn't. It was a pass, and the highest score that we could get, or the passing score, was a 16, and we got a 30. This year, I am very pleased to announce that we have this superior rating, and our score is a 94. So there are 15 indicators. The first was our annual financial report completed and submitted on time? Yes. Was there an unmodified opinion on the AFR? Yes. Did the external auditor report the AFR was free of any material weaknesses? Yes. Was the district in compliance with debt payment terms? Yes. Did the district make timely payments to TRS, TWC, IRS, or other governmental agencies? Yes. And number 5 is listed, and it was not scored, but I don't want you to think I'm skipping numbers, so I'm showing it here. If you go to the report, you'll see number 5 not scored. Something that I wanted to point out is if we were to answer no to question 1, question 2A, question 3, or question 4 would be an automatic F score. The next several indicators, 6 through 15, are actually point-based. The first has to do with cash on hand. We received 6 points. Measuring our current assets to current liabilities, whether or not we're able to cover our short-term debt, we received 10 points. Related to our long-term solvency, we received 10 points. Did our revenues equal or exceed expenditures? We received 10 points. Was debt service covered? 10 points. Was the school district administrative cost ratio equal or less than the threshold ratio? 8 points. Did we not have a 15% decline in student to staff ratio? 10 points. And did our PEMS data match our AFR? 10 points. Did our external auditor indicate that our annual financial report was free of any material non-compliance related to grants, contracts, or laws? 10 points. And did we not receive an adjusted repayment schedule over the foundation school program funds? 10 points. In addition to these 15 indicators, we are required to report on 5 disclosures. The first is the superintendent's current employment contract. This is the one disclosure that is as of today's date. As of the date that we are presenting the results in the public hearing, the superintendent's contract must be available to our citizens online, and it is online. We have to report on reimbursements received in fiscal year 2017-2018. And outside compensation of the superintendent, gifts of $250 or or more to officers, board members, and immediate families, and business transactions between the district and board members. So again, if you would like to view the superintendent's current contract with the district, it is on our district website on the About Us page. This is very small. I know it's difficult to read, but I will have more detail in the annual financial management report that I publish, if any of that is desirable. But this will have, and you'll notice, expenses for 2 superintendents for multiple board members, and that's because of the date range, July 1st, 2017 through June 30, 2018. Typically, these are expenses that would be related to required trainings or that type of thing. These last 3 disclosures, we did not have anything to report. Questions or comments from the board?
Do you know what the ratio is for indicator number 11? The district administrative cost ratio equal to or less than a threshold ratio?
I do not. I will find out.
So for items, or questions 6 through 15, so they are a numerical rating.
Correct.
What's the scale on that numerical rating? So what's the lowest you can get, what's the highest that you can get?
I'm not sure that the lowest is 0, but I would assume that it is 0. 10
Okay.
is the highest.
10 is the highest, so it's on a scale of, say, 1 to 10. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So there was a few that, like question 6, number of days cash on hand. So we received a 6. Do we understand what the driver is for the 6 versus a 10?
It would have to do with not having as much cash on hand as would be considered.
So it's kind of the rule of
considered
thumb
ideal.
that, I guess TRE has out there with that minimum cash on hand. So I guess it'd be a minimum cash on, but they have a recommended amount, right?
Well, I know that it is considered a best practice to have
Okay.
3 months of operating cost cash on hand.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
thank you.
Yes, sir.
Are there any public comments? Comments or statements regarding this bill? Thank you.
Thank you.
It is 6:25 and we'll be going into closed session pursuant to Government Code 5510701, 5510717, 5510704, 5510776, and 5510821, discussion and consultation of legal counsel regarding and including superintendent's resignation, discussion and consultation with legal counsel regarding investigation of superintendent.